Here we are on day 2 of this thing, and I've got the carburetor kit ordered. It should be delivered today. I went ahead and put the stator cover back on. The gasket was ripped, but I just used a little bit of RTV or silicone sealant on that. Mainly just, I've got a gasket ordered for this, and it's going to be here in a few days. So I just mainly want to be able to get this thing filled with oil, new oil filter, get the carbs back on, and fire it up just so we can see if there's anything else and tune the carbs and stuff. But I've got it cleaned up. Airbox came out really good. Some simple green water hose, simple green water hose. Cleaned a bunch of stuff up. The battery is a brand new battery, but we don't have enough acid in it. Everything, it's just about the lower levels. So I'll probably play around with that, move some fluid around to get everything in the actual level indicators. Carbs are cleaned up. Here's carb bodies. They didn't clean up too well, but the insides are immaculate. Carb pieces over there. Cleaned the bowls up. Bowls came out really well. Like I said, I got new gaskets and needles and all that stuff coming for these. The rest of the carb parts are in the ultrasonic cleaner. Got all the airbox back in. Doing some more inspections. I can tell right now, rear brake light doesn't work. But that's just a matter of adjusting things and maybe a different spring on it. So we're waiting on parts, getting this all put back together, so when the carb kit comes, I can slap those back together, dump some oil in it, toss those on, and start working on the sticky clutch. So that's going to conclude this episode. I'm going to go and edit all this crap together. Oh, got a new air filter because the other one was, let's see. For one, it's nasty, but I think it's pretty much trashed. Yeah, so that's going to go in the file 13. So after that, I got the tank drained, got it cleaned out. That cleaned up pretty well. I did when I went and got brake cleaner and carb cleaner. I went ahead and got an inline filter because I noticed this thing did not have an inline fuel filter. So we're going to go ahead and slap a filter on it. So I'm going to get this thing edited and uploaded. And once my parts get here, we'll try and get some more filmed for whoever cares. Well, we got the carbs put in. Keen-eyed among you will notice that they're not all the way in. Because if I was to spend the time to get these on the carburetors, they'd have to come back out because Murphy's Law. So we cleaned off the plugs. I've got those in, just finger tight. And I put some oil in it. And we are noticing a bit of a drip situation going on over here. And I went through and tightened up all the bolts. I don't know if you can see right under the sight glass, right there is an oil leak. So we're going to be pulling the cover anyway. I need to put some more oil in it. So let me go do that real quick. Alright, topped it off with oil. So with the plugs out, I put some 2-stroke oil down in the cylinders. I took some pictures of the inside of the cylinders with my bore scope. Pistons look good. It's got 15,000 miles on it, just under, so there's a little bit of carbon buildup, but it looks good. The cylinder walls look really good. I balanced the battery acid. A couple of the cells were really full and a couple were dry, so I just sucked some acid out of the high cells and got it all within the range on the battery. So that's good. Left it on the charger overnight. When I got the battery in with the plugs out, I went ahead and cranked it over to get oil flow over everything, build up some oil pressure, and I think that's why the level went down. It filled up the oil filter. Not a big deal. So I think we're ready to try and see if this thing will start. So what I'm gonna do is trusty gasoline in a Gatorade bottle with a condiment nipple on it. I'm just gonna fill the float bowls. Have no way of telling how full it might be. Guess we should check for fuel leaks, make sure I put the carburetors together all right. And squirt fuel everywhere. Alright, let's look down inside here. Nothing dribbling out. That's a good sign. This thing's got a choke, so let's go ahead and pull that, since it hasn't been started in Lord only knows how long. I've got the clutch lever tied up over here. I've got it up on a jack, and the back tire is off of the ramp or the stand. In case it tries to go anywhere, it's tied up that way and that way, so it can't jump off the, or hopefully it won't jump off the stand. Both sides tied up and tied up. I've got vacuum line for the fuel pump on the tank. The diaphragm fuel pump, got that plugged. Shoot. Let's turn the key. Yeah, let's turn the key. See if this does anything. If it doesn't do anything, I might have to plug the gauges in. So, just to make sure we got power. Yep, we got power. Fire in a hole, I guess. It's either going to start or it's going to fart, cough, and let the smoke out. Holy shit. It's running. It's idling. Sort of cold, but we have running. Go ahead and pull the choke again. Sounds terrible. Sounds like we might have some top end noise. It makes noise. Choke's all the way in now. Well, it runs. That plug looks like it's a little loose, so I'm going to tighten that up real quick. So we've got the plug tightened up just a little bit, no more than finger tight. Let's give it some more go juice. pop it in gear and see what happens with that clutch pulled in. I need 2 hands. Alright, so we've got it in gear. Clutch is pulled in. And I can turn it. So let's see what happens. Go take our strap off. Oh! Wheel stopped. Let the clutch out. Wheel goes. Pull in the clutch. Freewheeling a little bit, but wheel stopped. Clutch out. Wheel goes. Clutch in. We've got a pretty decent base. Got some clatter up here. We'll get some heat into her, put the tank on it, and see if... And there goes the fuel. We'll get some heat into it and see what happens. Got the instrument cluster up. Get the tank on. It's not bolted down. Got some good fuel in it. I've been running it for a little bit. Oil burning off down there. I don't know if you can see the smoke because of the drop light, but... got an oil leak down there, but I just wanted to get it up to temperature and see. We're in neutral, we're off the stand, we're off the jack, so it's on the actual table, and we got it strapped down, so went through, made sure all the lights work. For the rear brake, I have to come over here and pull the switch. Waiting to see if I get that fan to come on, get a good heat cycle in it. But she runs pretty good.